When I asked the composers to be part of this 50 for 50 project, I basically gave them the choice of a couple of instruments to write for or to choose from. And in this particular case, I was delighted when the American composer Margaret Brouwer chose timbales. I presented timbales to her as one of two instruments, simply because many years ago I played her percussion concerto Adolescent Circles. And I remember Margaret writing so well, obviously for all of the instruments, but in particular the timbales. They were incredibly musical. And I remember the piece had me stationed in different parts of the orchestra. So there were some tempo blocks and drums and things in the wind section, and something in the strings and in the brass and at the back of the orchestra, all sorts of things like that. So quite a dramatic piece of music. And but anyway, for this project, Margaret has written for one pair of timbales, and the piece is called Running Wild. So you could imagine that, oh my crumbs, you know, the whole thing is going berserk and there's going to be lots of loud playing. But Margaret is a master at building things up, and she really draws us into the sound world of the timbales. And so the whole piece starts as though I'm walking through a forest, almost like a bit of Bartók in a way, if you can imagine the second movement to his sonata for two pianos and percussion. And then gradually we've got these spurts of energy and just sort of, well, literally running wild. But Margaret has been quite specific as regards to, you know, striking on the very edge or on the centre of each drum or on the rim and things like that. And then it's up to the player as regards to, you know, which part of the stick they may use in order to get all of that extra colour. And talking about sticks, well, these are jolly bright red, I must say, but I found them in my cupboard just today, and I was intrigued by the material, and obviously it's a synthetic material as opposed to natural wood. But you know, when you do compare all of these variations of sticks, they will produce different colours, you know. And look at the kind of shape of this tip, you know, is it a tip or what is it really? So it's all kind of merging together there. So we do get a slight click kind of sound when we attack this stick to the drum. So it is quite different, and there's sort of less of that body of sound that comes through that you might get a little bit more with a wooden stick. So this isn't a right or wrong situation, it's just literally a case of experimenting and what you would like to do. So here we are with Running Wild by Margaret Brouwer.